Welcome back to the channel, viewers. Today we're going to have a look at this video from OBC Radio Dr. Jermaine Gordon exposing Dr. Nigel Clarke, the Jamaica finance minister. Now by now, I think everyone must know about the scandal surrounding, well, Usain Bolt losing his money. You know, that financial institution that one of his staff stole a lot of money. And it seems as if the Jamaican government been covering up all this time. It seems as if they are involved. Now, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, he got some information, and it seems as if Dr. Nigel Clarke made a phone call to try and get this guy to remove something from Instagram. Some post that was placed on Instagram. And it didn't go well. So yeah, let's go and have a look. Let's have a look at this video. This is our country. We have to try whatever we can to help rid the country of these criminals. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Is this OBC Radio?
Yes.
Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with somebody working in OBC Kevin.
OBC what? Captain?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
Yes.
Who can I speak to about your Instagram page?
What you want to speak about Instagram page?
I'm seeing some very libelous material.
What libelous material? Who am I speaking with?
This is Nigel Clarke.
Okay, Dr. Clarke. What libelous material you're seeing?
I'm seeing on Instagram page, Jamaican government stole Usain Bolt's money. Demand taxpayers to pay it back.
Yes. And you're saying that, well, first of all, I appreciate you taking the time to call. And you're saying that the information is libelous?
Absolutely. My God, this is nasty and libelous.
Let me ask you something, Dr. Clarke. Aren't you the finance minister of Jamaica?
Yes.
Isn't it under your watch over $300 billion went missing under fraud?
No, sir. I think you have your facts mixed up. Jamaica operates a market economy where individuals can start companies, and those individuals, those boards, shareholders are responsible for the administration of those companies.
And the
what you have here is, you know, something that, I mean, you know, a lot of legal entities would have interest in. I'm just being very, very humble and calling, just to say that, you know, you might be upset, you might be angry, and so on, but you can't write things like this, sir, that are just not true.
It's not in a matter of upset or anger, Dr. Clarke, but the people of Jamaica vote you all in power to oversee what goes on in the country. And as a finance minister, that's your backyard where over $3 billion went missing with none of your knowledge, and in your home, in your house, and you won't stand responsibility for it?
Sir, you live in the United States?
Yes, I live in the United States.
Okay. You have fraud all over the United States, all over Florida, all over the United States. I can send you many articles on fraud in banks, people losing money. What you do, sir, is that you get your law enforcement to find the culprits and you bring them before the court. And that is what the government of Jamaica is doing. We can't, no government, unless you are a common.
Dr. Clarke, give me a second. Just a quick second.
Mm-hmm. No, first of all, I'm not asking you to just take this down. We can have a conversation, but you can't do this, sir. You can't libel the government in this way and libel me in this way. I've worked too hard for that. I'm asking you respectfully to address that. I'm happy to have a conversation with you.
Yes, sir. I'm asking you, as the Minister of Finance, who controls and oversees all finances in Jamaica. Something of that magnitude happened, and you don't think the government should take responsibility for it, for allowing something of that magnitude to happen? And then, with the slap in the face, you turn around asking taxpayers to repay back that money?
No, sir. You have the information. You have the facts wrong, sir. You have the facts wrong. It's people. We have thieves in all countries. In Jamaica, we have people who steal from offices, from houses, and we have people who steal from banks. They're bad people. The government can't guarantee that the people in Jamaica are all good people. But what we do is, when bad happens, we support law enforcement to get to the bottom of it. And right now, sir, I'm on your side, and that is the unfortunate nature of this. I'm on your side. It's because I'm trying to get to the bottom of it that SSL right now is a bankrupt company. It has no money. But if we let everything close,
it should close.
Yes.
The Prime Minister was also an investor. The Prime Minister.
Yes, sir. Allow me to give you the fact.
Yes,
no, sir. Allow me to give you the fact. SSL is going to close. It's like a crime scene, right? In a crime scene, you see the yellow tape they put around the building because they're trying to keep things as they are so they can determine what happens.
Okay, so this is the first thing I'm going to address. Dr. Nigel Clarke is suggesting that the investigation should take place with the staff still working in the company, and taxpayers' money should pay those staff, the same staff that no one knows if they're involved in the crime. Now that is wrong. That's a private company. In the first place, you can't be using taxpayers' money to pay those staff. If they have to lose their job, they have to lose their job. You cannot use taxpayers' money to pay them while the investigation is taking place. Even if the company has to be closed while the investigation going on, that's what you have to do.
Yellow tape around SSL just means that the client money that SSL has, they can't return it to the client just yet. Right? There's $30 billion of client money there, meaning money belonging to hundreds or thousands of clients. Now, because the client money is still there, because investigators have to go through, look at each account, and make sure that what is supposed to be there is there. And it's because the client funds have not been returned that the investigators, the FID, have been able to increase the fraud, right, from 40 accounts to 75. They've discovered that. Now, once the client funds are returned to the client, there's no need for any employee at SSL, right? And SSL will tear down and will be no more. And that will happen quite quickly.
So if that's in the place to happen, Dr. Clarke, why is it you're asking the citizens of Jamaicans to pay back the money that was fraudulently stolen from SSL?
You see, What is happening, sir, is that there's a willful attempt to distort the information. And I need people like good thinking people like you to help push back on the distortion. If you're not politically motivated, and I can have a reasonable conversation with you. What is happening is a detestable thing that people who know better are fooling the Jamaican people and telling things that are not true. All that is happening, sir, is that SSL was unable to pay the staff for August. Now, the staff that is there, they have been able to assist with the investigation so far. And we don't think that we're going to need to keep them for much longer. But they've already worked for the August until the FSC was stepping in to pay their August salary. The August salary for the workers is $9.5 million Jamaican dollars. Okay? And it is to support an investigation. If the salaries are not paid, sir, the investigation that you want to see will be compromised.
So in other words, he's saying that the investigation can't take place without the staff of the company still in a job. So what I would like to know, how is he sure that those staff won't try to corrupt each other to hide whatever they were doing? If they were already involved in the crime, what is going to stop them from using the opportunity to hide their dirty work? How can you keep them in the company while you're investigating and paying them with taxpayers' money? I don't understand how a politician can believe that is okay.
No, Dr. Clarke. Because what you're saying, with all due respect, it's nonsense. Because, I mean, it's a betrayal towards the people who put you into power, Dr. Clarke. The SSL is a private entity, isn't it?
Yeah, but yes.
So hold on, Dr. Clarke. If SSL is a private entity, how is it that the government is asking the citizens of Jamaica to pay a private entity salary when they fraudulent? All of them know that from the top of what was going on, knew what was going on. For the
is this conversation private?
Yes, we're having a private conversation
that you will not talk about or report on.
Okay, there is no need for talk and report on this.
Head west on North Island Boulevard East.
All right, so, sir, in any kind of financial resolution or a resolution of a non-viable financial entity, you're going to need outside funds to deal with it. Okay, whether it is in America or Canada or the United States, you can't resolve a failed financial institution without outside resources. It's just not possible. Just not possible. And what I'm doing, sir, has never been done in Jamaica before. I am pursuing an investigation and getting to the bottom of it. That's what I'm doing. And to do so, sir, do you understand that we have, when the fraud broke, we were told that there are 40 accounts that have been defrauded, right? Today, we have that number up to 75 accounts that have been defrauded.
I've known. I've been following this. I've been following up.
Yeah, so that's an increase of 75%. The only way that could happen is that the employees are there and they can answer questions from investigators. So we just need the employees to be there for just a little longer. It's not like a long time. In order,
is it an investigation? It's fair to ask, Mr. Dr. Clarke.
Yes.
Is it an investigation or a cover-up? The Prime Minister was an investor in SSL. It is alleged that SSL has been a prominent campaign support to the Jamaica Labour Party. Is that factual, Mr. Dr. Clarke?
I just joined the politics in 2018. I can't talk about that. It has not been in the time that I have been here.
Dr. Clarke, I'm aware when you came into the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm aware how long the Jamaica Labour Party has been in power, and when it's been in power, I'm aware of what's going on in Jamaica. I'm asking you, with the recent campaign that just went on when you was elected.
Yes. No, SSL wouldn't have featured there because SSL was in serious trouble by then. So they wouldn't have been involved in that campaign.
So there was no campaign that SSL was involved in with the Jamaica Labour Party?
I can't speak to when I was not there. So, I can't do that.
Yeah, but as a finance minister, you have the documents and the tally.
No, I wouldn't have documents on what SSL does with money. But you're missing the point there, sir. The point is, and I understand.
Okay, give me one good reason, Dr. Clarke. Why is it after? You don't see that Jamaica has been. You don't believe that the people in Jamaica have been suffering. You promised. Yes. Your party promised prosperity to the people of Jamaica. Do you believe? You're not.
Yeah. You change your topic on me. You change your topic on me. I'm talking to you about a very nasty and libelous thing on the Instagram page.
No, it goes into
you're saying that the Jamaican government stole money. I mean, that is something that
the Jamaican government is in power to oversee what's going on, and you are the finance minister, and $3 billion of your money came out of your house. And you don't know nothing about it. Your resignation should put in, sir.
No, sir. It's a private entity that had a bad actor who stole
exactly,
money.
But however, you are asking public entity, the citizens who are public citizens, to repay the salaries of a private company that stole $300 billion. Make it make sense when the people are suffering.
No, stole $3 billion. So $3 billion. No, so what, sir?
$3 billion. That's what I said. $3 billion. That's a lot of money. And for you to not know. Yes.
No, sir. Do you want the investigators to find the culprits and bring them to the court?
I do believe that you all know the culprit.
No, sir. We're not all knowing. We're not omniscient, sir. They're
Dr. Clarke, I've seen a lot of citizens speak out against Prime Minister Holness, and instantaneously they are found and located and demand a public apology. So don't tell me that $3 billion of your money got removed from your country and you are a finance minister and you have no knowledge to it. If it is that you had no knowledge to it, then the recognition should be put in. Sir.
Every day in the United States, you have financial institutions.
We are not speaking about the United States. We are speaking about Jamaica.
But that is correct. But I'm just giving you, I'm just sharing something with you so that you can understand that, the failure of companies happens all over the world. And what
if the government allow it to? If the government is caused to?
No, sir. We are a free country. People are free to make the decision. Sometimes people abuse that freedom to do bad things, like defraud other people.
And you don't think you're abusing your authority by asking the citizens of Jamaica to repay the salary of private company?
No, sir. What we are trying, this company is no longer. What we're trying to do is to piece together what happened so that people can be brought before the court.
Are you looking money for the campaign election coming up?
Sir. Both political parties keep the nation from donors. SSL has no money to give anybody. This is to no. If we don't pay, no. But you seem to have, no. You see, sir. If
understand, I'm a journalist and we get things come to us.
No, but Yes, the people. What is happening, sir, is that the most despicable thing is happening is that people who know better, people who are intelligent, who have knowledge and relationships and so on, are deliberately deceiving the public and whipping up anger. And I need people of good conscience like yourself.
The only deceive that has gone to the public is the Jamaica Labour Party that deceive. I was all for the support of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Clarke, with the change and the prosperity and you all going forward. As a member of the diaspora, we were all in support of it. With what's happening right now in Jamaica, it's a shame and an embarrassment. And for you now to go and ask the citizen, a private entity, you still can't understand that you're beating around the fact, because that's what people have been speaking out longer. But the slap in the face is when you, Dr. Nigel Clarke, go and ask the people of Jamaica, public citizens, to repay a private entity salary.
No,
because they are stolen money. That's wrong.
No, sir. Please understand. What we're doing, the investigators, we've hired international investigators. They have come to Jamaica, and what does it have to do with
the people to repay the money, repay their salary?
Okay, sir. What it has to do is that the investigators are not finished. For them to finish, they need those staff members. These are not all the staff SSL had. This is just some. The rest have been sent home. They just need these to remain just for a little longer. It's not a long time. It's a couple of weeks.
You know why international investigators have to come in to investigate? Because you guys are corrupt. If you guys are putting in power to do those investigations, which you should be able to handle it on your own. So the fact that you have an international entity involved, it means that corruption has been going on from the top.
No, sir.
You can't tell me that you have a house and $3 billion come out and you don't know nothing about it.
No.
I'm Dr. Gordon. Are you speaking with Dr. Gordon?
Dr. Gordon.
Yes, sir.
A medical doctor or PhD?
PhD, honorable PhD.
Okay. Right. So, Dr. Gordon, what is happening is that the investigation is not finished, and the investigators have asked that we don't send home the people who are maintaining the systems at SSL, that we don't send them home immediately.
They should all be fired. You shouldn't care about sending them home. They were all in a private company that the Prime Minister had invested and get billions of dollars from and speak publicly about it. You're Prime Minister and you are the Finance Minister of Jamaica, and you are saying that under your watch, over $3 billion come out and you weren't aware of it. And now you are asking the private entity, the private company that fraud that stole that money. Let's say you know nothing about it. Okay, and the slap in the face is to repay the citizens to repay the salary for those people who stole those money. Let it make sense.
Okay,
that's the biggest deceit to the Jamaican people.
No, sir, these are not the people who stole the money. These are not the people who stole the money. The investigators just need to do their job, and they need these people to
Dr. Clarke, you weren't aware of the $3 billion coming out of the country from SSL.
Sir, you had no knowledge. Sir, the SSL fraud went on for 10 years. How would I have knowledge of that, sir? No knowledge. How could I have knowledge of that, sir?
3 years. Today makes 3 years. You have been appointed Minister of Finance.
Mm-hmm.
And you had no knowledge to what's going on. Nothing in the book, no documentation to it.
Sir, this is a thing that has been happening for 10 years. Anyway, I'm just saying to you that what you have here on your
hold on, Dr. Clarke, the fact that you know that it's happening for 10 years is the fact that you have knowledge to what's going on.
I'm saying, what?
The fact that you know that it's been going on for 10 years, you have knowledge to it within your tenure.
I said no.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you say you don't have no knowledge to it. Then if you had no knowledge to it, then your resignation should be put in, because you can't tell me that you have a house and $3 billion come out and you don't know about it. Bullshit. And then you, in return, you're asking the citizens to repay the salary of a company, a private company that stole. Why is it so important for the finance minister of Jamaica to ask the citizens, public citizens, to repay a private company? What is it in it for you as a finance minister to ask the citizens to use the taxpayers' money to repay salary for a private company that fraudulently stole $3 billion under your watch that you supposedly knew nothing about? Why would you want to repay the workers?
And I'm public. It's not repay the workers. Yes, sir. So I would not want to pay for any of those salaries, but I'm faced with a choice. The investigators need access to the workers just for a little bit longer in order to get to the bottom of the fraud.
They get fired and sent home, they don't get no pay. Public citizens have nothing to do with that. Public citizens have been crying long enough. That's a lot of public people, money over 40, well, it's over 75, it's not 74 accounts that was taken out. And you are telling me that, the Minister of Finance knew nothing about this. This is not $100 we're talking about, or $200 we're talking about.
You're being unreasonable. You're being unreasonable.
How am I being unreasonable? If I have a company, I'm a management of a company, and somebody swindling money from my company, and I'm management, and I know nothing about it, then I need
Sir. Let's put it this way: all of your sales money was stolen before 2018. How could you're being doesn't mean that you're being unfair? All of the money was taken out before 2018 in the case of...
How long you have been a member of the Jamaica Labour Party?
I've been a member of the Jamaica Labour Party right before I got appointed as minister.
Right before you become minister?
Yes. So I just think I understand how you feel, but you're looking for answers. But I am with you, and what I'm doing is supporting the Financial Investigation Division and the Fraud Squad to find and to prosecute.
And you shouldn't be with me, you should be with the people of Jamaica. And the fact that you're asking the people of Jamaica to pay the salary of a private company show that you are not with the people of Jamaica.
No, I did it. I'll send you my interviews. I did it. And I was saying to the people of Jamaica, we need it just for a little while longer so we can get more people arrested and brought before the court.
No, that's garbage. That's garbage. The Jamaican citizens should not be responsible for paying. The responsible should be, the Jamaican people should be holding you responsible as a finance minister. It's the Jamaican people who put you as a finance minister 3 years ago when you all came to the Jamaican people and promised prosperity, and that changes will be made. However, it's been a fraud. $3 billion, you are in control of the finance. You are the finance minister of Jamaica. You were put in place. You were elected 3 years ago. Today makes 3 years ago, Dr. Clarke. You were put in place as the finance minister.
Sir, I'm talking. What you have on Instagram here is libelous, sir.
Well, if it's libel, I can tell it's factual, sir. You are a part of a corrupt government that has the fact that you're here taking now and you're speaking like this, you are not taking responsibility for the action of what went on in SSL and what goes on. And now you're asking the citizens. SSL is a private company which should not have any part with the public citizen of Jamaica, and they fraudulently stole over $3 billion from out of the country. And you were elected to do something, and within your 3 years tenure, what you are doing now is to ask the citizens of Jamaica to repay the salary of the people who fraudulently stole. That is thief. That's the biggest thief. It's the government responsibility. The fact that you're not taking responsibility and doing action for it show that it's corruption on all levels. And whatever action you want to take, Dr. Nigel Clarke, against OBC Radio LLC, go ahead and do it, sir. Because it's not taken down. You are the finance minister. You are the landlord, head cook and bottle washer for every finance deal that goes on in the island of Jamaica. And you are saying during your tenure, all those corruption was going on, and you know nothing about it. Who you think you're talking to, Dr. Nigel Clarke? Whatever repercussion you want to, reprisal you want to go ahead and take an action against OBC Radio LLC, you can go ahead and take it down. I'm a licensed journalist, and freedom of speech is what is going on, and everything that's written, it can be proven factual. And the fact that you call now trying to cover up, I appreciate your call, but all I'm getting is a cover up. There's no, you are my parents, and I put my money in my house. You are my father, and I put my money in my house. I'm working and put my money in my piggy bank in my house. And Daddy, leave my door open. Leave the door open and let criminals come in and take it away. And Daddy's not taking responsibility for it. Let it make sense. And then you're saying you're for the people? No, that's a big deceive. And we have all right to speak out on behalf of the people on these things and highlight what's going on. It's corruption on the top. And it's not just this. It's not just this. There's more corruption that the name has called into Dr. Nigel Clarke. We can go on and on. So this is not because you're getting the highlight on this now, because you're slapping the people in their face as if they're naive. You should be taking responsibility. Your recognition should be put in. You shouldn't come to the citizens asking them to repay salary of a public company. It shows that what the fact that came in, that SSL was a donor for the Jamaica Labour Party campaign, whether it was during your tenure or not. You are a part of the Jamaica Labour Party. You should take responsibility, and not that just you are a member of the Jamaica Labour Party or a delegate. You are a finance minister. Start taking action for your responsibility, because the people believe in you guys, and it's the people you win by a landslide, because people believe in you, and you turn around and deceive the people over and over and over and step in the neck, and it's wrong. When are you going to take responsibility for the actions of the corruption that's going on in the country?
Yeah, sir, I think you're so
invest in all what we've been going on.
So convinced. No, you're not open to the fact that I take up the phone to call you, right? I'm happy I did to share your point of view, but you are being fed with a lot of information that's not true.
No,
you know, Dr. Gordon,
it's not true.
It's not true, Dr. Gordon.
Okay, what information that's not true? $3 billion came out from Jamaica, where you are the finance minister, and you know nothing about it, you claim.
Yeah, sir,
you
that's not my job. My job is not to know about those. Sir, this is a thing that went on for 10 years.
What's your job as a finance minister, Mr. Dr. Clarke?
Mm-hmm.
As a finance minister, what's your job? Minister of Finance. The word finance.
Yes, the finance minister, sir. But you seem dogmatic and made up. I don't know if, you seem like you've made up your mind and you can't be convinced any at all.
No, I would love for you to. No, I would love for you to. But you're not answering the questions. You're going around.
No, I'm answering the question. I'm saying, sir, the job of a Minister of Finance is to make policy, to craft a budget, and to put policies in place and so forth. A Minister of Finance does not run any financial institution. We have
during the budget.
Wait. We have 75, 80 financial institutions in Jamaica. A Minister of Finance can't know what is going on with those entities. We operate a market system where people are free, they have a responsibility, and sometimes people, mess up on their responsibility. But you have people who are responsible, people at Victoria Mutual, people at Capital Credit, people at JLNB, people at Barita, people at different companies that are responsible for stewarding the resources in their company. Right? And when they make errors, here is the thing that I'm trying to do, and the reason why this is
okay. We're talking about
Dr. Gordon. Dr. I am trying to support a free, unfettered, and transparent investigation. That's what I'm trying to do.
And how is supporting a free and transparent investigation, asking the public citizens to repay the salary of a private company?
The reason for that, sir. The reason for that, sir, is that the investigators need to be able, in order to get certain documents, get certain information, understand how certain things in the system work, and so on, they need to be able to talk to them and get answers. And furthermore, SSL.
What that has to do with the citizens of Jamaica?
Wait. It's a crime scene, and so the client funds are still there. Because the client funds are still there, you need people there to administer the client funds. Okay? There is, right now we have an immediate need that we have to pay the salaries. There is no other place from which that one can have those resources. And what happens everywhere, sir, is that financial sector failure is a burden on a country. So you know what I am doing about it as well? And I can show it to you and prove to you, so you understand. I am putting in place a particular regime, and I can show it to you. It's a commitment I made in our IMF agreement.
Like the commitment was made 4 years ago of prosperity.
No, listen to me, man. It's something very specific, a particular law, to put in place a particular bankruptcy provision for the financial services sector, so that when we have to intervene in any failed financial institution, there's money available. So what we're doing here, we're not going to the taxpayer for money, it's FSC's reserves that are being used. And that I did not make clear, and that's probably my fault, but I will clarify that we're talking about FSC using its reserves to ensure that the employees are there for just a little bit longer so that the investigation can continue. But I'm doing what I am, I'm not a career politician. I've not been doing this from I've been 20 years. I came in here to
rural read among others. Rural read among others have been caught blatantly out in corruption. What action has been taken for those? What action has been taken then they've been put in other positions? What action has been taken for those people?
I think he's before the court. He's been prosecuted.
And among others, that's been that lady that's been paid for the in Ministry of Education.
I think that she's been investigated.
And while being investigating, she gets position, moved to another position.
No, she's not moved to another position. So, sir, I want you to please understand me. Jamaica has a lot of problems, a lot of challenges, right? And I am displaying the courage to deal with those challenges. We are allowing an investigation to go forward, okay? And the FSC is paying the salaries of the employees just for a very brief period so that the investigation can be successful.
And that's fair.
You know, we have never had a successful investigation into financial sector fraud. Never. At this scale. When FinTech happened, there was nothing. When cash flows happened, there was nothing. When All-In happened, there was nothing in Jamaica. When all of these schemes, this is the first time that we're having a full and proper investigation, and I need the support to get it done. And what is happening here is that political opponents are whipping up the anger of the population like yours by feeding information that is incorrect. Like, you know, this is money from the FSC.
The support that
money from the FSC.
Dr. Clarke, the support that you just spoke of, Dr. Clarke, you got it island-wide across the board 3 years ago. And now with that mass support, 3 billion.
So what am I doing? What am I doing? We have discovered fraud that we have recovered a fraud that went on from 2008, right? By 2018, all of you saying both money was gone. And we have brought in international investigators. We are funding investigation.
When did the Prime Minister leave? When did the Prime Minister leave SSL?
I am not aware of that, but the Prime Minister has come out and said publicly that what he had there was...
The Prime Minister came out publicly and stated when he left SSL. And you are the finance minister. And you are speaking to me and say you want me to understand from your point of view what's going on. And I'm asking you, when did the Prime Minister vacate SSL?
And I'm saying to you, I would have to Google it to find out what he said. That's not information. That's not information.
As the finance minister, you would have to Google to find out when the Prime Minister, something to this magnitude.
Because,
when
sir, this is what I need you to understand. Wait, sir. The reason why I'd have to
know the top of your head that from 2018 you still bought money was gone, but you don't know when the Prime Minister left SSL?
Yes, and the reason for that, sir, is that was all over the media.
Just like it was all over the media when Andrew Holness left SSL.
Yes, and I'm saying to you, I can Google it in a second and find it.
Okay, I will wait for the second to Google it. Google it and let me know, Dr. Clarke.
Can you Google it as well?
I mean, I know the fact.
Well,
right off the top of my head.
Here's what he said. But, sir.
Okay, all right.
The reason why I know you're saying book, because you're saying book was defrauded. So that's where my focus is. My focus is not on, there are 1,000 people who have money at SSL. I'm not focused on any of them. I'm focused on the people who have lost money. So that is what I know.
Dr. Clarke, why are you calling up my phone? Sir. You have crossed the line, Dr. Clarke, and you think I'm stupid. Okay, I will put it out to the public and make the public be a judge. I'm here speaking. I put out an article and you call me, tell me that the article is liable. And I'm explaining to you where it's factual and so on and so forth. We're going. Now you gone and you clicking and you doing your investigation, you summarize. You're asking, oh, are you the doctor? You're a pastor? You're at Universal Life Church? Can you go on video call and call? Who you think you're talking to, Dr. Nigel Clarke? These things, you are a corrupted man. I know, as I said, I'm Jamaican. In the ghetto, I'm born and grow. I elevate myself and move out of the country. And I'm gonna put this out for the public to know. Everything that you've been talking about has been recorded. Let me just let you know that. And it will be out. You're rude, and it just prove how nasty and corrupt. Why the hell you need to see me on a video call? Why the hell is it important to know if I have a church? So you can send out your goal. I know who you is. I know who Dr. Horace Chang is. I know who Andrew Holness is. Ask Patrick Bailey, who is Dr. Jermaine Gordon. I'm a very, very close friend of Patrick Bailey. And I will put in out the article, this recording. So don't think I'm scared. So send your goons. You're rude.
Sure.
Have yourself a good night, sir.
Sure. Sir.
I'm here.
Sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello?
So don't think I'm scared. So send your goons.
No, them say the fishes stink from the head. And that is exactly how it look on this occasion. Now the big red flag for me is the fact that the Prime Minister also invested his money in this company. And just before the collapse of the company, he removed his money. Now, you'll have to ask the question, did he know what was going on? I suspect he did. Why did he not warn the public of what was taking place? I think they are all involved. I needed to go over to Dr. Jermaine Gordon's Facebook, Instagram page and just let him know the fantastic job that he's doing. We're all in this together, we're all fighting the same cause. We really need to clean up our country and rid our country of these criminals. This can't continue. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.